Alright, welcome back to part 2 of Coffee Table Refinishing with Antique Legs. Yeah.
The Frozen Woodworker is a production of Frostbite Furniture, and today is being brought to you by Being Cheesy.
Okay, now done for the sort of cheesy part. Okay, so, like I said before, we sanded everything down. Got the finish off, that's on part 1, going through the steps of disassembling the table. Now we're going to set it up to do the legs and the tabletop. What you want to do is just take a rag and you want to kind of wipe the dust off. We'll wipe everything off. And then we'll put what we're going to do is end up putting the legs back on, but not the tabletop, because the table is going to be done different than the legs, so you don't want to attach them until you're ready for your clear coat. Okay, I wiped the legs and the table apron off. Now we're going to attach them. So you pull out your bin of miscellaneous screws, bolts, whatever you happen to use, or take off the table when you took it apart, and you stick them into place and you reattach them. And before we do our painting, we're going to see about putting some tape over these metal pieces as well, so that way they're not going to get the overspray and stuff on them. You know, it's not always perfect, but you do the best that you can. And then what I sometimes do after is I'll take and scrape off, paint residue and stuff off of any of the fasteners and stuff like that too. Alright, back with my tape. I like to use just the basic painter's tape. There's blue, there's green, whatever. They're not all created equal. Some really suck. Some really stick, and some don't stick at all. And there's wide versions, narrow versions. Find one that you like, and go with it. Very versatile tool in the shop. You can paint or tape off all kinds of things. Not to mention, you can actually use it when you're painting to tape off your room, which is nice too. But I found that this tape is it's really handy. I like the ones that are more the name brand. Blue tape or frog tape is the green one. And sometimes I need a little more stick than others, but it's just kind of depending on what you're working on at the time. And if you slightly over tape, it's not a big deal. Like I said, as far as the under taping, if you end up getting paint overspray or stain on your brackets, that's not that big of a deal either. You can scrape it off after if you need to. Something like this, it's going to be under the table, under the coffee table, about this high. Nobody's ever going to see it, but it might drive you nuts just to know it's there. And again, when you're spraying, which we'll be doing in a minute, and even working with the stuff for the staining, keep in mind definitely ventilated room and all that too. It's kind of cold out right now. We'll make sure we stay ventilated, and when we're doing the spray, anything in the air, you want still some sort of mask on. Alright, I'm going to move you over to the finishing room and we'll go from there.